Our third pick sees Sunderland playing host to Brentford, and Sunderland, after a goalless first half against Burnley, it was Josh Cullen who broke the deadlock in Sunderland's last game. Despite Sunderland being the better side statistically, it was Burnley that were the more clinical, Jadon Anthony doubling the leads towards the end of the game to put the result beyond all doubt, with the final score finishing 2-0 to Burnley. Form-wise, it's 1 win and 1 loss for Sunderland, following their 3-0 win on the opening day, which may have shocked a few neutrals and Sunderland fans alike. I say that because when we look at Sunderland's form towards the end of last season, we can see a record of 5 consecutive losses and no win in their final 6 championship games on their way to the playoffs. However, the Black Cats have recruited well in the summer, and Regis Lebris really got them playing some nice stuff early on this year. They host a Brentford side who bested Aston Villa in their last game. Didn't take Dango Ouattara very long to make an impact for his new club, scoring just 12 minutes into his debut. The Bees almost made it 2-0 towards the end of the first half, but that second goal was chalked off for a foul on goalkeeper Emi Martinez by Collins. This scare did seem to wake Aston Villa up, and they did start the second half as the better of the sides, as we can see from the numbers. They did look the more likely to score, but alas, no goal would come for the Villains, and Brentford would hold on to their 1-0 advantage for the win. In terms of form, it's 1 win and 1 loss to start the year for the Bees, which sees them appropriately in mid-table. But when we focus on just away form in the Premier League, Brentford's opening day loss to Forest put an end to a 4-game unbeaten streak on the road to round off last season. When we take a look at the head-to-head records, the last encounter between Sunderland and Brentford, we need to go all the way back to February of 2018, in a fixture which took place in the Championship. Brentford picked up a 2-0 win at the Stadium of Light thanks to a first-half blitz from Makocho and Neil Mulpai. In fact, these sides have only squared off one other time in recent history, and that result was a 3-3 win back in October of 2017. So Brentford certainly have the better of the head-to-head record here. My prediction for today's game is that both sides will fancy their chances of picking up some more points in this one. I think neither side will back down from the challenge, and they're both absolutely better going forwards than they are defending at the back, and as such, it's a perfect combination for looking at both teams to score. Now, Sunderland may have failed to see both teams score in their first 2 Premier League matches, but all 3 of their Championship playoff games saw both teams to score at the end of last season. Whereas Brentford, they've seen both teams to score in 1 of their 2 Premier League games so far this season, and 4 of their last 6 if you include the end of last year. When we take a look at the head-to-head record, 1 of the last 2 encounters saw both teams to score, but this was back in 2017, so take that with a pinch of salt. All things considered, I do like both teams to score, and I'm going to back this for a full stake here in bet number 3.